guys, it's... that's not my intro anymore. Hello, you lovely individuals. It's Kav here. I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are. And today, I'm going to be talking about Into White by Randy Pink. Into White is a story that features a black girl named Toya who goes to a primarily white school, and she has this dying wish to be white. So she makes this wish, and one day she wakes up and she is white, and she kind of has to maneuver around that. I am not sure if this is qualified as an own voices novel, but I do know that the author herself is also black and went to a primarily white school, so I am assuming it's an own voices novel, but don't quote me on that because I haven't heard a lot about this novel, so I'm not 100% sure. I gave this novel 4 out of 5 stars, and overall I did enjoy it. I have heard mixed reviews about it, and I think I can see both sides of the spectrum. I do understand how the writing could be considered somewhat childish in a sense, and it does take a little bit of time to really pick up. I think it was about halfway through the novel that I got really into it, and I've also seen some reviews saying that this novel kind of didn't solve the issue of her wanting to be white, it perpetuated it, but that's not necessarily accurate. You have to read the entire novel to come to the end and see how she grows as a character. If you stopped halfway through or something, you will come out with that view of the novel. So I can see that side of it, but that being said, I do suggest sticking through it because it does get better and it does deal with some serious topics later in the novel. That being said, please be aware of a trigger warning for rape and sexual assault in this novel. I do think it's an important novel. I wouldn't say that I came out of this novel with some huge enlightenment and I didn't know any of the stuff beforehand, because I think logically I knew it, but I also think it kind of put it into perspective, and I do think it's an important story to be heard because it does show what someone who's a person of color can go through if they do grow up in a primarily white environment. As I said, I did give it 4 out of 5 stars, so ultimately I did enjoy the novel, so I would recommend it to you all, and I do suggest you all read it. Now I'm going to be jumping into a more spoilery aspect of the review, so if you haven't read the novel, you should do that, and then you should come back and we can discuss it together. This story starts off with Toya as a black girl, and she makes this wish in the first chapter itself, and she wakes up the next day white. A lot of the story focuses on Toya's relationship with her brother, Alex, and I ultimately did enjoy seeing their relationship and the issues in it because I think that a strong sibling relationship is something very nice to see in books, but when Toya became white, it kind of changed and it caused issues in their relationship. It showed a lot of tension and even breaks in their relationship, and I overall enjoyed how it progressed and everything. But when she realized that she wanted to be black, they kind of got back to their sibling selves, and I honestly loved it. One aspect of the novel I didn't enjoy was the romance with Dante. I have this thing where I strongly believe that if there's a character who bullied another character, the bully and the victim should never be in a relationship because that's promoting harmful relationships, and a lot of books do this, so that was the one thing that I really couldn't get on board with. I do think they were cute together and everything, but in principle, I just can't condone that type of relationship because it's promoting harmful relationships. I think that a place where this book really did pick up was the point where Toya almost got raped. That was a good addition into the novel because she started standing up for victims of this guy, and she tried to take as much action as she could, and that is an important step that she managed to take, and it just shows that these types of issues really do happen. I mean, they're not rare occurrences, they do happen, and I think that's just a little bit more that was added into the story. The way Toya progressed through this novel, I think, is what made it so worthy of reading, because she really did believe that her life would be better if she was white, and for a while she did find it that way, but she slowly started realizing the things that she was lacking as a white person and how she didn't really enjoy her company and everything. And I think just those small things all built up and showed her that she should be proud to be black. And just seeing her progress that way, I think that's what made this novel so good. That she did progress that way, and that she did for a while enjoy it, but then she slowly stopped and it just got lesser and lesser, and at one point she just realized, I want to be black. That's about it for this video. I do hope you guys will try reading this book. Like I said, you kind of have to stick through it to get to the parts that are really good, but it does get better as the book goes on. I did manage to read the last 100 pages in one sitting, so I think that says something about the fact that the book does pick up as you go on. If you want to see my last video, I will have that linked in the description below. As usual, all my social media will also be in the description below, as well as my Goodreads. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe so that you don't miss a new video. And I will see you guys later with a brand new video. I love you all. I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are, and goodbye.